Hello and welcome to Glowforge episode 3. Today we are stepping away from our stone testing and trying something new. We are trying ebony. Yes, the black wood made famous from piano keys, guitar frets and accents, and pool cues. So why is wood a question? Different woods behave differently in the laser. Some flare up more easily than others. Some take more power to cut through. There are even a few woods that would be toxic to burn. Ebony is an extremely hard and dense wood, far harder than any wood usually used in a hobby laser. Ebony is also an extremely exotic wood and quite pricey. You usually see it in turning blanks for the lathe or knife scales to make knife handles. I wanted to test it for a ring box. I've made a custom ring box for a friend out of Paducah, an attractive orange-red wood. I crafted it from layers of wood and put an amazing finish on the outside. When it was done, I decided I wanted to make more with the hopes of listing them for sale. Ebony kept coming to mind, so I acquired a small turning blank. These blanks don't fit into the laser the way I need for a box, so I cut it into slices. My first test of ebony in the laser, though, went very badly. I was trying to engrave a token as a joke for a friend to see how ebony would work. Instead of engraving or cutting, it quickly turned into a burning ember. If I was a smoker, I could have lit up from it. I was forced to ask myself, will it actually forge? To answer that question, I'm getting ready a little more carefully to see if I can make my idea of an ebony ring box into a reality. This includes sanding the slice pretty smooth. If this is successful, this will be a piece of the box. If not, well, that is a lesson learned. As I was preparing for this test, I was surprised at how strong these wood slices were. I tried for several minutes to snap this slice of ebony, and despite it being only a couple millimeters thick, it would not break. As always, before we get to the laser, let's go to our backup laser safety officer for this episode's safety tip. Oh, my bad. I did give the laser cats a treat a little earlier, and they are blissed out at the moment. I guess it leaves it down to me. Lasers are amazing tools and can be fun for work or hobbies, but you want to take care when using it. Some items, while safe to place in the laser, can ignite easily. This risks damage to your laser and even your house. Don't leave the laser unattended while working with any materials that can in any way ignite. In this case, it means I'm hovering every single time I push the button the way I didn't have to with stone. My understanding is that ebony is also somewhat of an oily wood for all its density, and if that is flammable, I want to watch for any potential of a flare-up. I'm also turning the power down. I'm hoping that will counter the burning and charring I got with my first try. That gives us the first round done. Marking is clear, but not all the way through, so it's going to get some more. The ebony being burned did make an interesting sound. Different items do have different sounds when the laser hits them, and apparently smoothly sanded ebony is a new one for me. And more tests done now. Sadly, I did manage to move it a few times while I was checking it, so the marks no longer line up. This can't be part of the box, but it's useful for testing. Continued tests show that even at high speeds, I want to keep the power lower so that it does not start charring or burning. One high power test run shows a larger flare-up, and if you look at the resultant wood, there is some almost ash marks right on the edge of the cut line here. I did check once I'd done several runs and got it cut most of the way through. It does separate very easily once weakened, and the smaller pieces are much more brittle. This puts the box idea at risk because the slices might break. It's still worth a try, I think, because when they are glued together, they should be stronger with supporting each other. That leaves us one last test. Yes, Ebony will forge, though care is required with settings. I haven't dialed them in perfectly yet, but I will hopefully get it without destroying any more of my ebony slices. I will post a supplemental video if I successfully get the box completed. In the meantime, that wraps up this episode. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment, and all that fun stuff if you want. Also check out the description. I've joined Amazon's Associates program, and I'll be linking items related to my work in the video descriptions. These may be materials I've put in the laser, tools that I use with the laser, or items similar to those and available on Amazon. While these have been great for me with the Glowforge, they can also be useful for other crafts and arts as well. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.